get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalude. I order blood on my tongue. Thinking it's a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist but you smell me. One spark then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. My verse is thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up, but took a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the plaques, you Decepticons. Fake rappers that retreat like Cobra. 80s they can float it like up in the storage and I'm E-Man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. High samurai, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can't stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. To get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're on the West Coast right now. Go ahead and get up because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today, I'm going to go over this video that I've been meaning to do for quite some for a couple of days. Is how to introduce a superhero, Black Panther. And I believe Black Panther Civil War, that was the perfect way to introduce a superhero. So that is what this video is going to be about today. We're going to get some Black Panther love. And when I tell you I have a recast T'Challa video that I have to finish editing, because if y'all thought it was over, it's not. Nowhere close. So, well, this is my last time saying anything, unless somebody say my name, and you know who I'm talking about. So, anyway, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is, are you ready?
Say why you hating hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
All right. Let's see who is all in the house. Creasy Key, good morning. And I did, because I was in the middle of editing all the way up until literally like 2 minutes before I had to get started, and I had to hurry up and get the thumbnail together or whatever. So I do apologize that the stream didn't get posted, a little bit beforehand so everybody could get in here. But I did literally just finish editing this video and everything, and that video will show later on this evening. So yeah. Q is not a robot. The admin, good morning. Alvaro Rodriguez, good morning. And again, shout out to Back of the Bus. Shout out to my man Marcus. Shout out to God, man, why can't I think of the other brother's name? Good Lord. Shout out to Back of the Bus. Because they show that, and being Back of the Bus, Marcus and all of them, and Chillmonger and Darius and other people, Spoiler Kings, whatever. Shout out to those brothers. I told y'all, I don't need nobody to promote me. I don't need none of that. I don't need Ernie to promote me. Please. Do you think I need that? I do not. I got the crew to promote me. You know what I mean? But shout out to Back of the Bus, because you already know, they already know, Chill Mugger knows, Blue know, and everybody else that run with me, that run with us, they know I'm 10 toes down with Recast T'Challa. And I got smoke for anybody. I don't care who it is. I got smoke for anybody. But shout out to them for having solidarity and having my back in this, because they know how important the role is. When y'all see the video, the people that I put in the video know how important the role is. You know what I'm saying? So trust me. I don't need nobody else. Trust me. I got y'all. I got the people I roll with, the people I'm like a lot tight with. I've been on Recast T'Challa. I'm standing on 10 toes down with Recast T'Challa, even when I wasn't at the time doing the stuff that I'm doing now. April 2021, go back and watch the archives, still Recast T'Challa. It's always been like that. Even and I look back in my comment section at that time, before I knew who Chill was and before I knew his personality, I'm going back and forth because I thought he was trying to be funny in my comment section. Still going hard for Recast T'Challa. It's been like that. It's going to be like that. It's always going to be like that. Period, point blank. Where I and people that know me personally, they know I don't play when it comes to what I believe in, what I stand on, and my people. I don't play. I don't play with nobody. You come at the homies, you coming at me. I'm that friend. Don't call me. Unless it's real. If it's real smoke, what's happening? Don't call me if it ain't no smoke, because I'm for that. I'm about that. It's nothing. I don't care who it is. I'm about that. Straight up. I'm the friend that's going to defend all my, even when you wrong, I'm like, hey, we got to box up out of this. You still wrong. I still love you, but you wrong. But if you in danger or if something happens, you already know I'm 10 toes down. It's nothing. It's nothing for me. I like it. I crave it. I'm down for it. But don't call me if you ain't really about that smoke. We talking about Zai, whatever you got, cigars, I'm about that smoke. So again, shout out to because I seen the video on X. Them you know what I'm saying? The brothers having my back. I already know Chill got my back. I already know Darius got my back. I know Blue got my back. I know Tina got my back, even though she says I argue with people all the time. Okay, I do. That's because I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to stand on business. It's a lot of people that don't want to stand on business. When E-Man first put out that petition and I hollered at E-Man personally about what's happening, I was on business from then. seriously on business. And I stay on business. I do what I do. Don't nobody tell me nothing. Don't nobody set nothing for me. Don't nobody create nothing for me. This is all me. And if I was by myself, but damn it, I'll be by myself. But I ain't gonna fish ride. I ain't gonna sit up here and be like, well, nope, recast T'Challa. And if they don't, I guess I won't be watching those movies. They go with the baby daddy. I mean, the bastard child. They go with T'Challa. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm trying to get into more horror movies anyway. I'm trying to get into more anime anyway. I don't need it. That's where I'm sending no business on. And if anybody's an enemy to that, trust and believe. Don't come around here. Say your punk ass over there. With all the sign language that y'all push, trying to say we're sexist because we don't want Shuri and all this narrative push that y'all say, and then y'all go and try to have all these mental gymnastics. Stay your punk ass over there. If you don't understand this side, this ain't the side you need to be on. Because I'm standing on business. Point blank, period. I don't care. And if you coming into this live and you don't understand it, skip to the end. Skip to the part where you want to watch. Because I'm letting you know who I am. I cut a hell of a promo. I'll let you know who it is, and what I stand for. And I haven't wavered. I haven't stopped. Why should I? When the progress of a black character and a black leading role in Hollywood is getting stopped because somebody's feelings, somebody's emotions, or somebody's punk ass narrative. Oh no, I'm not standing for it. Not at all. If you don't like it, this ain't the place you want to be at. Trust and believe that. All right. Let me get off my high horse. X-Man Xavier Phoenix. What's up? Persetta. Good morning. That will come tomorrow. J. Carter. May Kent. Good morning. May Kent. Matter of fact, D Stizzle, May Kent, Rashad Walker, Terrell Austin. They were all in that recast of T'Challa back in 2021. Shout out to them. And they can never say I've never wavered because they were there when I had 100 subscribers and made a recast T'Challa video when I was still doing other stuff that had nothing to do with comics at that time. When I was trying to find my footing in this space. So shout out to them. Of course, D Sizzle was up here to admin. What up? You said, what did you say? Be careful when you swing for what I learned. I knew standing with Rob Core what got me to the light and did this old ring is pretty handy. All right. All right. Damien, what's going on? Damien, what's up? Miss Roberta, sorry. I'm trust me. I'm not standing for it. I'm not, and people don't take you seriously when you laugh and joking and we keep keying and all of that. People don't take you serious until you come serious. And I'm not playing with these people no more. I'm not. Don't mean to do all the cussing and all of that, but I'm not playing with these people no more. So yeah, if y'all came for the rants, trust and believe. It's rant time. Y'all came for the rants. But good morning. You know I love you. You know it's not. I'm not trying to do it on purpose. But I ain't playing with these people no more. Tina, aka Mini Guys, good morning. My man She, good morning. Andre Ware, good morning. Junior Network, good morning. Let me see. Arbico, good morning. Tori and Rain Reloaded. See, Him and Marley Moore like this Dre. I'm trying to keep this Dre down. I'm trying to suppress this Dre. They playing with me. I'm telling these folks is playing with me. What up? What up, Torian? He like this. He like, oh, I like this. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, my guys don't play. My guys don't play. Yep. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of the people who were first down with me, I always go back to that video and see y'all in the comment section. Got straight love for y'all. Straight love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because they legitimately been here the last 5 years on this journey with me. And I appreciate. That's why I always say I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. This ain't the real Dre. This ain't the real Dre. The real Dre is the jokey, laughy guy. That's who the real Dre is. The Taste of Biscuits guy that Mika don't like. That's the real Dre. Oh, don't be surprised. The early bird gets the worm, Spartan. Go ahead. Go up. Let's get up. Let's do it. Let's go. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. If anybody's enjoyed this weekend and going to be at the Ram Classic Car Show, I will be there playing Friday and Saturday. If you and I forgot, there's a whole musician out here. Shout out to Tina. Hold up, Tori. You said when Dre goes on a rant, it's like when Anakin fully embraces Vader in episode 3. When you have Marley Moore and myself standing in the back with the everlasting grin like Palpatine. Oh, so do it. Do it. Oh man, but y'all already know I gotta shout out y'all crew members. No, I'm not trying to tap into that side of the force. Trying to stay on the light side. I see Miss Roberta. Oh, and she's always praying for me. I know she had the bless all that. She was like, Lord, let me pray for him. Let me pray for her because they taking me there. I'm trying to stay on the light side of the force. I ain't gonna lie. This video, you did not catch a stray, Mika. You did not catch a stray. You don't like Taste the Biscuits. But I do. But you know what I like more than Taste the Biscuits? Especially I got a receipt. Oh, in my video, I got a receipt. Because somebody who has tasted the honey sauce was for Recast T'Challa before Ernie was. Oh, I'm calling names today. But anyway, hold on. I got to shout out my crew members because I love them more than Taste the Biscuits. Man, let's go ahead. Let's go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that have been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And again, shout out to all the crew members, man, to be holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea how much I really care for you guys. Like, seriously. Love you guys. And don't forget to, all of you guys, we're trying to, okay, so this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all see this comment here. Not that she caught a stray. She didn't catch a stray. I love you, Mika. But I need y'all to run up the numbers on Cinematic Nightmares. Trying to get her to 500 ASAP. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to Cinematic Nightmares podcast, y'all go and do it. Do it. Go sign up for Cinematic Nightmares. We're trying to run up the numbers. She got great content all of that. Run up the numbers, people. Let's go. Let's get Cinematic Nightmares up there. Let's get her to 500, y'all. Let's get her to 500. Let's do it. Let's go. All right. Why y'all over here talking about not the force is strong in this week? Yeah, I do Marley Bars. Not Darth Dre. What you mean, you people? Darth Mac. Oh my God! The dark side of the force is a pathway to many abilities, so considered to be unnatural. I know he's not really quoting Palpatine up in this mug. Oh. Oh, make sure Alvin Rodriguez 55 months right now for slacking on Cinematic Nightmares. 55 months right now. Let's go. Lock them up. Lock them up. All right. Is exactly recast. I'm just, man, the mobile version got to do something about this. It's almost like a free T'Challa. No, not 55 months. Oh, man. Anyway, let's go over and let's pay some biscuit bills. Oh, man. Let's take a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my mama biscuit. Them my mama biscuit.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
All right. And boycott Activision. Yes, I did. You missed a rant. You gotta rewind. You gotta rewind after after the stream is over. Go back and rewind to the beginning. Oh man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Let's get into this latest video. This is how to introduce a superhero, Black Panther. Because I believe Black Panther was perfection when he got introduced. All right, let's go. Let's get into this. And this is from Cinema on Trial. So let's go.
Black Panther, a character the audience had never seen on screen, yet Marvel threw him into one of the biggest ensemble films ever made, trusted the audience to keep up, and within minutes,
I did see that,
he felt as important as the original Avengers. That shouldn't be possible. But Marvel followed a very specific introduction formula. To understand how they pulled that off, we have to rewind to 2015. The MCU just finished Phase 2, but behind the scenes, there was a problem. The Marvel formula. You know, quippy dialogues, third act giant CGI battle, where the villain is basically just the hero but evil, and the mandatory origin story arc. Discover powers, train, fail, win. It was becoming a very expensive assembly line. Enough! Iron Man made that formula look fresh in 2008, but by 2016, it felt like a trap. Kevin Feige had planned to introduce Black Panther into the MCU for years, and he knew that the second the audience could predict him, he was cooked. So, he asked a question nobody in Hollywood had the guts to ask. What if we just skip the origin story? What if...
And this is the thing that I did like about the introduction of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther in this movie, because they did skip the origin story, like totally, right? I wish we could have got more King, the backstory to because they introduced Claw, which pissed me off because they introduced Claw, which is a major Black Panther villain in the comics. They introduced him in Age of Ultron, which they should have introduced. It should have introduced him in the Black Panther story altogether. Have him going to steal the vibranium. Have his, have the death of his father be in the hands of Claw. That would have been a better story. Did they do that? No. They didn't even have the Fantastic Four if they wanted to tell the story from the comics. That's one thing. Because they didn't own the rights to the Fantastic Four, they was still rights of Fox. While they were making one of the worst Fantastic Four movies of all time, Fan 4-6. That's just one of the worst movies, period. That movie is just not good. It's not good at all. Anyway, so personally, comic book knowledge aside, the way they introduced T'Challa in this movie was perfect. They made him badass. They made him intelligent. They made him cunning, and they gave him sympathy, empathy. They gave him empathy, not sympathy. They gave him empathy, especially when it came to Baron Zemo. And I like that because it showed that he wasn't just a stone cold killer, but he could go there if he really wanted to. He could go there when he really wanted to. But just like in certain comics, and I'll give you this comic. It's going to sound wild when I give you this comic, but if you ever read Deadpool, Black Panther versus Deadpool, and I'm not going to spoil anything if you have not read it, but the plot of it is that Deadpool needed a sliver of vibranium, and he was going to get it by any means necessary. And of course, he ran into T'Challa. Not T'Child, not Shuri, T'Challa. And T'Challa commenced a whooping. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's some scenes in there he's beating the brakes off of Deadpool. You know what I mean? And it's one of my favorite comics because at the end, it made sense. At the end of the story, it made sense. And he had empathy towards the end, and that was great to be able to display on film. And again, I've always said the Russos did the best job introducing this character. This character was introduced where, he was hinted at. They showed Wakanda in Age of Ultron, and then we finally got him, and he lived up to the par. Chadwick Boseman did an amazing job as this character, and I believe that other people will do an amazing job as that character also, recast T'Challa. So I did not have a problem with this at all. I think it was amazing, and it led into one of the biggest MCU movies of all time. So let's keep going.
Instead of giving Black Panther his own movie first and then having him join the Avengers, we flip the order. What if we drop him into an existing conflict, fully formed, fully competent, absolutely regal, and let the audience experience the mystery of who he is before we explain it?
Yes,
in television, they call this a...
They should have, they should have continued this in the movie. They should have continued this mystique in this aura and trying to still be king and learn how to run a kingship. Not him chasing after his ex. No, never mind. I'm not going to go there. Let's keep going.
Backdoor pilot. You introduce a character in someone else's show, generate buzz, and then spin them off.
They literally did that in the comics. They introduced Black Panther in Fantastic Four number 52 and 53. And then he got his own spinoff of Jungle Action Comics. Cable technically got introduced in New Mutants number 86. He was mentioned in New Mutants 86. He debuted in New Mutants 87. His first, where you finally see Cable, was New Mutants 87. Deadpool got introduced in New Mutants 98. You know what I'm saying? There's always a way to introduce a character. Monica Rambeau introduced in Spider-Man Annual number 15. So there's always ways to introduce characters because the comics has been doing it, forever. You know what I mean? It's been doing it forever. And now look what we're doing. They even did it in the MCU, and they did it perfectly. So why couldn't the Russos recreate that magic with another T'Challa and not T'Challa? No timey-wimey bullcrap. Keep it simple. You can introduce another Black Panther just like you did in Captain America Civil War and keep him for the long run. I don't see no problem with that.
But nobody had done this in movies at this scale. Nobody had trusted an audience to fall in love with a character before they understood him. It was a gamble, a massive one, and it required a very specific kind of execution. Because here's the thing about introducing a king. You can't make him look like a sidekick.
Nope.
You can't have him show up and start following orders.
Nope.
The second T'Challa takes orders from Tony Stark, he stops being a monarch and becomes a contractor.
You know how funny it is? Whether this is AI or not, I don't know. I just seen the video and I thought it would be a good talking point. I mean, hell, AI or not, look at how they're making the character, how they're embracing the character. You make him look like a king. You make him look like royalty. You don't make him a sidekick. The problem that I always had with Black Panther, the movie, is when he comes out and he's fighting, and he's fighting with the guys who are trying to smuggle the women and do some trafficking, right? It was he stopped everything he was doing for his ex. In what comic would he do that in? Up to that point, none. Did he freeze? He froze. Where someone else had to save him. What's up, Erica D? So I never liked that. Because they never made him. He should have. First of all, we all know that that Killmonger, if you're a comic book fan, you already know how Killmonger gets down in the comics. You know what I mean? At the same time, don't make him look stronger than the actual king himself. I've always felt like they didn't make him as strong in the movie than they did in Civil War. My personal opinion. And if they're gonna go forward with another T'Challa, you gotta make him a king. Like, you gotta make him a king. If you don't, you lose the element of what he really is. You know what I mean? You lose the element of what he really is. Unless we go with what Derek Bozeman said, which I can bring that up here in a minute.
Undermine everything that makes the character work. So how do you include him in Captain America Civil War, a movie about the Avengers Civil War, without making him part of the Avengers? You make him the third party. And that's how we got Chadwick Boseman. Oh, and by the way, he didn't audition for this role. Let's talk about how insane this is. Hollywood is obsessed with auditions. You want to be Spider-Man? Screen test with 5 other guys. Chemistry reads, stunt assessments, costume fittings. It's a gauntlet. Chadwick Boseman,
that was
Kevin
dope.
Feige had a conversation with him. That's it. By 2014, Boseman had played Jackie Robinson in 42 and James Brown in Get On Up. 2 icons.
I bet not ever see anybody else play Jackie Robinson or James Brown and nothing else. Because Chadwick Boseman, it transcended anything that James Brown or Jackie Robinson could have did. And for that reason, we're not recasting the role of James Brown and Jackie Robinson and nothing else, because he transcends any iteration of what he brought in before. That sounds dumb, doesn't it? But I do like the jungle scene. I just didn't like him having to freeze because, he's trying to see what's going on with his ex because his daddy died. I just did not like that scene. That's just me personally. Like other. Hold on, wait a minute. You said I thought it made him look a little bit more human, more normal, like any other man trying to get his woman. Yeah, but when there's a mission on board, especially when it comes to the trafficking aspect of it, the trafficking takes precedent. Don't try to holler at your girl in the middle of a firefight. That he just would not. The comic book counterpart would never do that. Alvin Rodriguez, I'm not worried about what Ernie said because I already got a video for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? First of all, that sounds asinine anyway. Second of all, I got a rebuttal. Trust me, it's coming. Just be ready at 7 o'clock this afternoon for that video. Is all I'm saying.
Two men who carried the weight of history on their shoulders, and Boseman played them with this quiet intensity, this regal dignity that made you believe you were watching the actual person. Marvel didn't need to see him in the suit. They already knew. This wasn't a role you could find in the edit. You needed someone who already was a king, so they made the call from Zurich, where Boseman was promoting Get On Up. He accepted within 24 hours. It wasn't a casting, it was a coronation. And once you have an actor who already carries that weight, you realize something huge. You don't need to explain him. T'Challa was already Black Panther before Civil War. The incident in Vienna didn't create a hero. It stripped away the diplomat and revealed the warrior underneath. This is where Civil War gets dangerous. Because while Cap and Tony were arguing about oversight and accountability, T'Challa doesn't care about any of that.
No.
You know what that is? That's sovereignty. T'Challa isn't asking for permission. He doesn't answer to the Avengers.
Nope.
He's a king acting on behalf of his nation. And if you're in his way, even Captain America himself, you're getting moved.
Move, Captain.
Or you
I won't ask a second time.
Close your eyes for a second. Actually, don't. You're watching a video. That'd be weird. But think about this. How does Captain America fight? Military, disciplined, straight lines, efficiency. He fights like someone who was trained by the US Army and then given perfect reflexes. How does Iron Man fight? Stark fights like a man who has never once thrown a punch in his life, but owns the most expensive gloves on the planet. Now, how does Black Panther fight? Like a cat that just saw something shiny and also knows judo. The Russo brothers knew that in a movie this crowded with established heroes, T'Challa's physicality had to be instantly distinct. So they brought in a movement coach. Chadwick Boseman, who was already a martial artist, worked with a stunt team to develop a fighting style. The idea was that
Okay, listen. I want to rewind this. Listen to this. Listen to this, and then think about what Aldous Hodge said. Also, listen to this one real quick.
Physicality had to be instantly distinct, so they brought in a movement coach. Chadwick Boseman, who was already a martial artist, worked with a stunt team to develop a fighting style. The idea.
So you're trying to tell me that Aldous Hodge, who's also a martial artist, couldn't work with the same stunt team that Chadwick worked with to bring those moves to life? Remember, Wesley Snipes is a black belt. Hey, first of all, I think Wesley is a sensei. You know what I'm saying? And the fight choreography that he brought to Blade, you're trying to tell me there's a guy out here that can bring that same energy, but you got people that don't want to bring that on film because only Chadwick could do it. This the only person that could do it was Chadwick. You see how dumb you see? Herbert, what's going on, Herbert Scott? Boseman was the only actor I shed tears for. It was like if we lost Denzel after Malcolm X. I can understand that. Most definitely could understand that. You know what I mean? But just think about it like this. Aldous Hodge is literally in the same mode as far as D Stills, are you stupid? I'm trying to think. He's in the same mode of where Chadwick was as far as being a martial artist, being flexible, being able to bring something to the role. You cannot tell me that wouldn't be a dream job for him. And then someone is saying, you know what? Because only Chadwick could be that person, you can't be that. You can't even be that. Not dumb that sounds.
Was that T'Challa doesn't fight like a panther metaphorically. He fights like a panther literally. Watch him chase the Winter Soldier in Civil War. He's not running behind him, he's hunting him. Relentless, efficient predation. That's characterization through choreography. And then, just in case there was any doubt about his power level, they had him scratch Captain America's shield.
Exactly. With the vibranium. That is so, I'm sorry, that is so badass. That is so badass. I'm sorry. That look right there with him looking like he about to give Captain America the business. And especially if I want someone in a Black Panther suit to meet Mr. He Who Shall Not Be Named, John Ridley, and give him the Panther claws. You know what I mean? Just give him the Panther claws. This is awesome. Because just think about it like this. We got introduced to a character they don't want us to see anymore. And it's been 6 years. In August, it'll be 6 years to that man's death. And they said, you know what? That character that you see right there, nah, get a substitute. You would never see this again. You would never see that on screen again. You would never get no other black man could ever play this character. So forget about it. Be happy with Shuri. Even though Shuri did not get introduced like that. Shuri did not have enough time to cook like her comic book counterpart. It wasn't that we don't like Shuri as Black Panther, because we already knows what happened in Dark Reign. We already knows what happened during Doom Wars. So we can't act like she was never Black Panther. But then they give her time to develop. Now they want to do some timey-wimey bull crap. They say, oh, here's the child. He went to 7 different schools and got degrees and all of these different things. He took, all of these martial art classes. He did all of that. You would never see it because timey-wimey bull crap, even though this kid was in Haiti the whole time. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Captain America's shield. The audience did the math instantly. If he can scratch that, he belongs at the very top of this universe. Show, don't tell. A masterclass in visual shorthand. Okay, we need to talk about the Dora Milaje.
Move, or you will be moved.
In 6 words, Marvel told you everything you needed to know about Wakanda. This isn't some third world country that needs the Avengers' help. This is a superpower, a bodyguard,
what up, Mrs.
not a
Kitty?
super soldier, not enhanced, just a Wakandan warrior is threatening an Avenger, and she meant it. It's a power move, it's world building, and it's a signal. T'Challa is not alone. He's the tip of a spear. Behind him is a nation of warriors, scientists, and innovators, but even in 2016, that moment planted a seed. It told the audience, you don't know Wakanda yet, but you're going to want to.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
Here's where Civil War becomes a tragedy, because T'Challa isn't the hero of this movie. He's a parallel to the villain. Helmut Zemo lost his family in Sokovia during Age of Ultron. Collateral damage from the Avengers' fight with Ultron. So he dedicates his life to tearing them apart from the inside. T'Challa lost his father in Vienna. Collateral damage from the Avengers' conflict spiraling out of control. So he dedicates his life to hunting the man responsible. They're the same. 2 men consumed by grief, weaponizing it into vengeance. The difference? T'Challa figures it out before it destroys him. Vengeance has consumed you. It's consumed them. I'm done letting it consume me. Boom. That's the moment.
It was literally, I'm trying to tell you, that is what made me fall in love with T'Challa on screen. Not just T'Challa in the comics, T'Challa on screen. Because in that moment, he had a chance to, do what his daddy, then they made his daddy kill his brother in the next movie. Yikes. Yikes. But it thank you, Alvarado. It shows growth. It showed growth. Herbert, you're absolutely correct. And I'm going to tell you, the show Moon Knight showed everyone how they could be able to bring this character back through the spirit realm if they introduced Brother Voodoo, which they had an opportunity to do that if they would have just recast Yahya Abdul-Mateen as either T'Challa or Brother Voodoo. You're going to bring a Haitian character up there, I'm just saying. But, I'm just saying. And he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. He wasn't. That it was just so amazing to see on screen.
T'Challa becomes a king, not when he puts on the suit, not when he fights, when he chooses mercy, when he sees the destructive cycle and steps out of it. While the heroes were acting like children, the guy who showed up 40 minutes ago just became the most mature person in the room. Let's zoom out for a second, because what Civil War did, introducing a fully realized black king who doesn't need anyone's approval, who speaks with an African accent, who represents an uncolonized nation. That was radical. You know what black superheroes in the MC?
I mean, I don't know if this is AI. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's not until I prove it otherwise. They're talking about how important black kings are. Y'all not hearing this. Y'all not missing. Y'all missing this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah.
Producing a fully realized black king who doesn't need anyone's approval, who speaks with an African accent, who represents an uncolonized nation. That was radical.
They want to stop that. I'm going to play it back one more time. They want to stop that. Listen again.
War did, introducing a fully realized black king who doesn't need anyone's approval, who speaks with an African accent, who represents an uncolonized nation. That was radical. You know what black superheroes in the MCU looked like before this? Sidekicks, War Machine, Falcon, incredible characters, but always in orbit around a white hero. T'Challa? He's not orbiting anyone. Iron Man and Captain America are orbiting him.
Captain, Your Highness.
And they want to stop this progress. They want to stop this progress. Ernie said in this video, oh, well, the way they want to do it is just silly to me. It never made any sense. It's hold up. Let's because I'm petty today. I'm real petty today. Matter of fact, I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all hear. I'm gonna let y'all hear what Ernie actually said. Because I'm real petty today. Hold on, y'all. Oh, we about to get into it. We about to get into it. Hold on. I got some other receipts because I'm gonna show you what Ernie said, and this is just a preview. This is just a preview of what's going to be in this next video. This is a preview. Oh, I got some receipts. I'm not playing. I'm not playing today. Because again, they want to stop you everybody knows how important this is. Everybody knows how important this is. But yet it's a joke and they gave you what you wanted and yada yada yada. Hold on. I'm bringing 3 receipts. And shout out to the Birdman too. Shout out to the Birdman. We about to get into it. Watch this. Because again, I'm not playing with these folks. Let me let y'all listen to what Ernie said first. Let's bring up what old Ernie said.
I've encountered that shit before where someone discovered, like, what was it? Because of all the stuff that was going on, someone, and I'm not going to promote them because honestly, that's what they want me to do. But someone, started saying, man, why didn't Blurred have this kind of heat, for the recast T'Challa movement?
Y'all know he's lying. Y'all know he's lying. For the simple fact is, I didn't say that because I didn't know. Someone in my chat said that. He knows that. I know that. But yet, you see how he's creating this narrative? Like, I went after him because of recast T'Challa. I went after him because I knew what he said about recast T'Challa. I was just all in his lives and all of that about recast T'Challa. I even said I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about recast T'Challa. I didn't know what his thoughts were on recast T'Challa. I really just started following the man after I did a reaction video to him. But yet, here he is, and y'all all see my video painting the narrative. I'm gonna rewind it because I'm feeling real generous today. Promotion.
But like, I've encountered that shit before where someone discovered, like, what was it?
He has no
because
idea.
of all the stuff that was going on,
Alvin,
someone, and I'm not gonna promote them because honestly, that's what they want me to do. But someone,
yeah, I want him to promote me.
Started saying, man, why didn't Blurred have this kind of heat, for the recast T'Challa movement? So people were trying to like people were going back and trying to figure out how I felt about the recast T'Challa movement, which I mean, it's not like a difficult thing to find. I think the recast T'Challa movement is a bunch of unserious people.
A bunch of unserious people. Let's go back to this is what I'm talking about. A bunch of unserious people. Let's go back to, let me remove this just real quick. Let me add this back on. A bunch of unserious people, right? But this is what they said about how important black heroes are. Someone is probably not the same color as Ernie. This is what they said.
Introducing a fully realized black king who doesn't need anyone's approval, who speaks with an African accent, who represents an uncolonized nation. That was radical. You know what black superheroes in the MCU looked like before this? Sidekicks, War Machine, Falcon. Incredible characters, but always in orbit around a white hero. T'Challa?
There were sidekicks before T'Challa. Sidekicks before one of the greatest superheroes, black superheroes of all time. But let Ernie tell it. We're just a bunch of unserious people.
Not to say that and that's not to say they shouldn't recast T'Challa. It's just that the way that people were asking was very unrealistic, in my opinion.
Unrealistic in your opinion. Let's take Ernie off of the screen just real quick, and let me present to you exhibit B, right? Because I got time today, and this is a little hint of what my video is going to be about. Just a little hint. But remember, the video was talking about how important black heroes are. That's Chadwick Boseman's brother, Derek Boseman. What did his own brother have to say?
I can't answer that.
What would you want to be like? I can't come here and answer that question. No, I'm joking, Derek. No, I get it.
I mean, I would want him to be in it. I would want him to continue to be King T'Challa. Now, I can answer what you aren't asking me.
Okay, what's that question?
I see a narrative being assembled by Hollywood. And I could be completely wrong, but a black man being a king does not fit the narrative of
not at all
what they want the world to see. A black man being a victim, black men being killed in the streets, but a black man being a king is not the narrative that they want the world to see, and I don't think they liked the response that came back from a black man being a king. And though I believe that black women are queens anyway, I think that the narrative that we will see is that the Black Panther will be a female next.
You think so?
I believe so. I believe it'll be her little sister or his little sister. That's what I think. But a black man being a king does not fit what the powers that be want.
Now, I told you, I'm feeling real generous today. Because Ernie, I just want to play it back one more time. What Ernie said about the people on Recast T'Challa. Now, y'all heard his brother.
I've encountered that shit before where someone discovered, like, what was it? Because of all the stuff that was going on, someone, and I'm not going to promote them because honestly, that's what they want me to do. But
that is hilarious. You know, I can go holler at somebody who has a bigger platform than you, 3 times the size of your platform, send them a super chat and they'll promote me. And I'm not even asking for nobody to promote me. Damn it, I promote myself. I don't need somebody to promote me or put me on. What? Dog, I make my own way. Dog, Lord have mercy.
Someone started saying, man, why didn't Blurred have this kind of heat for the Recast T'Challa movement? So people were trying to like people were going back and trying to figure out how I felt about the Recast T'Challa movement, which, I mean, it's not like a difficult thing to find. I think the Recast T'Challa movement is a bunch of unserious people. Not to say that
it's a bunch of unserious people, but y'all heard from Derek Brosman, his brother. Let me just bring out one more piece of evidence, because I don't need nobody to promote me. I don't.
I can understand people that come to my channel and go,
Birdman, your position on recasting Black Panther is disrespectful.
Shout out to the Birdman. Shout out to Otterly Noah. Shout out to High CHD. Shout out to SK. All the people where we go, on this this grifter hunt. We ain't got no problem with that. But shout out to the Birdman, because I can come in this chat. What up, Birdman? What's good? Hey, what's up, Dre? Hey, you know what? I don't know if y'all know. Check out the Dre Max Show. He has some insightful thoughts. I didn't ask for him. Just send a super chat like, hey, man, great video, yada, yada, yada. I don't need Ernie. I don't want Ernie. If I got to stand next to that, I'm coming for heat, cuz. I'm telling you. If I got to stand somebody who's belly flopping like that, who's pushing a narrative like that, who don't want to see the progression of black people like that, you ain't got to worry about me, son. You ain't never got to worry about me, cuz I don't want to be next to you. Why? You're a belly flop soon as you see something. Oh, no, I'm good. I don't need that. You're a weirdo. That's weirdo energy. His own brother was talking about how important a black king is, and somebody like you that thinks I need your promotion, that think I need to stand next to you, well, you have no idea. I would never, ever, ever stand next to somebody like you. Because I stand with people who is in solidarity with the progression of black people. And you, my friend, is out here stepping and fetching for anybody who's going to look for you. Before that video about Rob, while you was calling him a nocturnal animal, while you was calling him you know what, that now I can't say, who's really the rocket right now? Let me play Birdman's video. Let me go back. Playing with me.
that come to my channel and go,
Birdman, your position on recasting Black Panther is disrespectful.
disrespectful to whom? The artist? That doesn't make any sense to me. In every instance of an artist passing, we don't just discard the art. We don't go, okay, now the art has to die too. I always bring this up, but if, say, tomorrow, Tom Holland dies, you think we're not going to recast Spider-Man?
Oh, that was different.
But see, it makes sense when I say that. It makes sense when I bring up Spider-Man, an extremely important character that nobody wants to see die. That's exactly how I feel about Black Panther. Exactly. Then you go,
Oh, but Black Panther's a man, so it can be passed anyway.
so is Spider-Man. Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hara, Ben Reilly, Mayday Parker, Gwen. How many fucking Spider-Men are there?
All I'm saying is, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let me go back one more time just in case somebody is listening. Let me tell you how important T'Challa really is.
What Civil War did, introducing a fully realized Black King who doesn't need anyone's approval, who speaks with an African accent, who represents an uncolonized nation, that was radical. You know what Black superheroes in the MCU looked like before this? Sidekicks, War Machine, Falcon, incredible characters, but always in orbit around a white hero. T'Challa? He's not orbiting anyone. Iron Man and Captain America are orbiting him.
Captain, Your Highness.
Civil War ends with a promise. It's the first time we see Wakanda, and it looked like nothing we've ever seen in the MCU. The message was clear. You've met the king. Now you're going to see the kingdom. When Black
And you're telling me you want to end this,
Panther premiered in 2018,
or you're gonna joke about it because they gave you the character anyway. They gave you the character anyway. You just didn't like the way that he was introduced. That's what you didn't like. I got to double down on this one. They gave you the character. You know they gave you the character. You just didn't like the character. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I have to answer for that. I have to answer for that. All I got to do is say black and die. When you put it in context, when you put all the pieces together, you attack Rob and call them anti-black. But what does that make you? What does that make you when you are seeing a black man being a king, respected, regal? Little kids can look up at this symbol. Other races can look at positive black images, especially of a man, a black man, who's not out here doing this jigaboo bull crap that you're doing. And you out here trying to stop the progress.
it broke pre-sale records, became the highest-grossing superhero film in U.S. history at the time, and got nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. And here's the thing. None of that happens without Civil War, because Civil War did the impossible. It introduced a legacy character in an ensemble movie, gave him a complete arc, and made the audience want more, without ever showing his origin story. When people walked into Black Panther in 2018, they weren't wondering, can T'Challa fight? They already knew. They weren't wondering, is he a good leader? They watched him spare Zemo. The question wasn't, who is Black Panther? It was, what is Wakanda? And that's the movie they paid to see. Civil War gave the 2018 film permission to skip all the boring parts. No learning to be a hero montage. No discovering my powers. Just straight into the throne room, the politics, the philosophy of isolationism versus intervention. It was a masterclass in setup and payoff.
I'm doing you guys a favor by letting you even be in here.
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
So what did we just witness? Marvel Studios pulled off a magic trick. They introduced a character in a movie that wasn't his, gave him less screen time than the leads, and somehow made him the breakout star.
Hold up, let's rewind that. Remember, the narrative has always been T'Challa was just, just introduced, and he had less screen time than anybody. Less screen time than anybody, but the impact was there. The impact was there.
Pulled off a magic trick. They introduced a character in a movie that wasn't his, gave him less screen time than the leads, and somehow made him the breakout star.
And you telling me that you rather see this die with this great, phenomenal actor? They want to see this die with an actor. I mean, seriously. There was more story that could be told besides baby daddy stories and all of that. There was more stories to be told besides what we actually got on screen. Way more stories to tell. But yet, this is where they drew the line. They drew the line in the sand to make you pick something. And they would rather see this die for a one-off, than to allow the character to continue on so other people can cherish this character. Other people can get introduced to this character. They rather it just die. They rather it die. The king is gone, and people that look like us are fighting against that. My son got into the MCU, and he's on the spectrum. Guess who his favorite character is and why he got into the MCU? T'Challa. Named his dog T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? Know how important that character is? Now, all he does now is he's so into the MCU now. And it was all because of Black Panther. It's all because of Black Panther. But one more thing. One more thing, and I'll finish this video.
Don't you tell me T'Challa died no T'Challa didn't motherfucking die, bitch, or after that. White people don't lose their motherfucking superheroes. You hear what I'm telling you? White people don't lose their motherfucking superheroes. Christopher Reeve was Superman. Right. He fell off a horse and broke his motherfucking neck. And Superman didn't break his neck. Then the man died and Superman didn't die. He did 3 more motherfucking movies, bitch.
Trying to tell you, they want to stop the progress. But I'm not going out without a fight, is all I'm saying. Because there's not, you see what happened at BAFTA. It was more racial slurs that was told at BAFTA that they edited out, but they didn't edit out all of it. They made sure to edit out Free Palestine. So if I don't fight, who will? If Chill doesn't fight, if Darius doesn't fight, if Blue doesn't fight, if Back of the Bus doesn't fight, if more people don't fight, who will? We don't have that many allies. So we got to fight for everything that we literally got. I don't give a damn who created Black Panther. Black Panther was more than just a comic book character. He was a symbol of something we could be. Hell, did we get that with Captain America? Did we get that with Wonder Man? Did we get that with War Machine, who don't even have a damn movie? Doesn't even have a show. But you got people that look like me trying to fight against that. And I'm supposed to just be like, all right, dog, you got a big following. Let's dog on Rob. I ain't going out like that.
How? First, T'Challa walks in fully formed. He's not trying to prove himself. That confidence is magnetic. Second, they gave him a complete arc, from vengeance to justice, from warrior to king. He doesn't just fight, he changes. And that change makes him more interesting than the heroes who stay static. Third, they made him essential to the story. He's not a cameo, he's the third point of the triangle. Remove him, and Civil War doesn't work. That forces the audience to pay attention. And finally, they trusted the audience. They didn't spoon-feed us T'Challa's backstory. They showed us a king in action and trusted we'd keep up. And
they trusted the audience. Even when people did not want an all-black movie, they trusted the audience. So you're telling me if T'Challa came in any form, whether it's Damson Idris or if it's Eldest Hodge or whoever else, you're telling me the audience wouldn't be trusted with the King of Wakanda? We've already proven that. And we also prove what it looks like when he's not there.
we did. Here's why this matters. Chadwick Boseman wasn't just Black Panther. He embodied the role of a king, and that legacy is untouchable. Because T'Challa wasn't just a superhero, he was a symbol of sovereignty, of wisdom. He was a king who chose justice over revenge, and Civil War was the movie that introduced him to the world. So the next time you watch Civil War, pay attention to that moment in Siberia, when T'Challa retracts his claws and says, "Vengeance has consumed you." Because that's not just a character moment, that's a coronation. If this video made you see Civil War...
Just saying. I'm just saying. This video literally showed, and I stopped this more than I would like to have. But you can't tell me how important, these people are just silly, the sign language, same insults, guilt, and the need to be right. They think we're just silly. You know, the way we're going about it is just dumb, even though we're literally watching the man's own brother tell y'all what's going on with this. And again, how many black heroes? You see how a lot of us clamor to even Mr. Terrific because of how he got introduced. It was awesome. It was awesome. And we clamored to that because we knew how important a black male comic book character is, especially one who ain't taking no crap. Again, I want to pull up one more receipt. But I'm gonna go to a commercial break. Can I go to a commercial break, y'all? I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mack Show.
We'll be
right back.
It's just your mama's raisin butter biscuits. That's all it is.
Not my mama biscuits.
Whoop de doo.
Take a love to a biscuit, man.
Whoop de doo.
Okay, so what happened is one time Randy Beeman went on a trip with his dad and they picked up a lady who wanted to ride home, and this was in Kansas. And she sat in the back seat, and when they got where she wanted to go, they turned around and she was gone. And Randy Beeman's dad talked to the man who lived there and told him what the lady looked like. And the man said, "Oh, that's my wife, but she died 4 years ago." Spooky, huh? Okay, bye.
Whoop-de-doo.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Whoop-de-doo.
Good idea. Visiting the circus. Bad idea. Having the circus visit you.
We now return to the Transformers.
I'm gonna share something real quick because again, a lot of these guys who come up here and they be talking crazy or whatever about recast T'Challa and all you guys, they will never break up receipts. So let's continue to break up receipts. Disney board foe Nelson Peltz question woke, quote unquote, woke Marvel films. Why do I have to have a Marvel film that has all women? Why do I need an all black cast? This is from 2024. Nelson Peltz, the activist investor, agitating to win 2 Disney board seats, criticized the company's woke strategy, specifically questioning Marvel's Black Panther and the Marvels, which feature black and women leads respectively. The 81-year-old Peltz, who had admitted he never claimed to have experience in the media business, made the comments about the Marvels and Black Panther in a recent interview with the Financial Times. Why do I have to have a Marvel movie that's all women? Peltz asked rhetorically. Not that I have anything against women, but why do I have to do that? Why can't I have Marvels that are both? Why do I need an all-black cast? Remember, he didn't say I didn't have no problem with that. Why do I need an all-black cast? Black Panther does not have an all-black cast, nor does the Marvels have an all-female cast. And this goes, Black Panther was a bona fide blockbuster, reaping 1.35 billion at the box office, while 2023's Marvel was a flop with a 206 million total haul. Iger speaking last fall at the New York Times Deal Book Summit announced that Disney Productions should focus on storytelling rather than advocating particular agendas. This is Bob Iger. Remember, Bob Iger was in charge when Chadwick Boseman allegedly asked for more money after Black Panther, according to reports at that time. But he said they need to acknowledge that Disney Productions should focus on storytelling rather than advocating particular agendas. What they mean is DEI. That's what they mean. Creators lost sight of what their number one objective needed to be. We have to entertain first, but it's not about the message, Iger said. On that point, Peltz said in the FT interview, people go to watch a movie or a show to be entertained. They don't go to get a message. And their whole point was black people in women leads or a black male lead was an agenda. And again, when anyone else brings up it wasn't totally Disney, go back and read these quotes. Chadwick Boseman, brother Derek Boseman, was absolutely correct. It didn't fit the narrative that they wanted to push. He knew that then before Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out. This came out in 2024. So somebody had foresight because they knew damn well having a black king was not something that Disney, especially with the history of Disney, wanted to see. Don't be fooled, people. Do not be absolutely fooled. All right, DeAndre Mosley, thank you for the $5 super chat. Blur tried to compare Black Sands Publishing, black-owned comics company to tell stories of black history before slavery to Isom. Ridiculous. As much as I have my issues with Black Sands and Isom, Black Sands is totally different than Isom. They're telling stories for us, by us, and about the historical documentation of those people in that land and giving them a superhero / anime style concept. I have no problem with the storytelling of Black Sands. That is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, thank you so very much for that super chat. Let me go ahead and hook you up, man. Let's go.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
All right. Appreciate that. And Kendall, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a channel member to the Dre Mack Show, man. Let's freaking go.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to do something else for people who become members. I should do Shredder. You would become full members of the Foot. Money cannot buy the honor you have earned tonight. Oh, man. I mean, technically, you're absolutely correct. Daddy Gates, 100% on the money. So, let me see what I meant. Well, oh, okay. You wasn't talking to me. Okay. I totally missed. I think you were talking to the chat. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Comic Zero was Comic Baron Zemo was wild. Anyway, y'all already know what time it is.
The sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I need y'all all to tune in at 7 o'clock. When that premiere hits, I need y'all to be in that chat. Need y'all. Report it back to Ernie. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Because I told you, I'm not letting this. You can't Tootsie slide up out of this one. The first one, that was the friendly fade. That was the friendly fade. Ain't no more fades no more, big dog. Letting y'all know. Ain't no more fades no more. So, it is what it is. Should have came to me like a man. Anyway, what did y'all guys think about the video? Put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power. We'll see you guys later on tonight. Where's my outro at? You already know. Taste the biscuits. I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.